For the next hour, we're going to be working on cycling for power. I'm here with CTS Pro Level coach Jason Koop. Jason is certified as a coach by USA Cycling and US Track and Field. Take it over, Jason.
Thanks, Chris. We have a really intense workout prepared for you guys today, so let's get it started. Welcome to Carmichael Training Systems, Cycling for Power. I'm Jason Koop. I will be your coach over the next 60 minutes. Right now, we're in a 12-minute warm-up period, so I want you to sit back, put your bikes into an easy gear, and pedal at approximately 80 to 100 RPMs. During this warm-up, I'd like to take the opportunity to explain the purpose of this workout. As the name implies, cycling for power, we're going to be working on improving the upper end of your intensity spectrum. This is the intensity that allows you to conquer short, steep climbs. It allows you to create and bridge gaps in a pack when you're in a race or in a group ride. And it's also the intensity that helps you pull longer at the front of a pace line. Because we're going to be working on improving this upper end of your intensity spectrum, I'm not going to lie to you, this workout's going to be hard. It's going to be really, really, really intense. And you have to accept that fact. You have to accept the fact that your heart's going to beat fast. You're going to sweat. Your lungs are going to sear. Let's settle into the saddle. Let's get mentally and physically prepared for this workout. And let's get ready to improve ourselves today. There are going to be two big keys for this workout that we're about to perform. The first key is I would like for you to perform all of these intervals in the drops. And I know what you're saying. You're saying, you know, Jason, Coach Jason, I never work out in the drops. I never do anything in the drops. I can't reach them. It doesn't feel comfortable. You might as well take a hacksaw and cut your handlebars right below the brake hoods. Well, that's wrong. That's dead wrong. And the fact of the matter is, at high speeds, and when you do these workouts outside, you will be doing it at high speeds. Your bike is meant to be steered from the drops. It's not meant to be steered from the hoods. It's meant to be steered down here, where you can knife your bike into turns and you can carve out corners. When you're steering from up here, you're driving your bike like a bus, and you don't want to do that. Buses are big and klutzy and they're hard to get around corners. So do all of these intervals in the drops, and then we can transfer that from what we learn inside, outside, and it'll be a more effective workout. The second key to this workout is consistency. This workout is hard. You're not doing yourself any service at all by varying and undulating the intensity up and down and up and down. We want the intensity to be high and to be high all of the time. So think about each and every workout. Keep them consistent. Keep them intense. The more consistent you can keep each and every workout, each and every interval, no one being easier or harder than the next, the more effective this workout will be. During this warm-up period, we're going to jump into some warm-up intervals. Our first warm-up interval is going to be a steady state interval. This intensity is an intensity that you can sustain from anywhere to 6 to 20 minutes, so it's not that hard. We're gonna do this interval for 30 seconds. We're gonna open up our lungs, open up our legs, start to breathe a little bit harder, and start to get mentally prepared for this very hard workout. So we're gonna go with steady state interval number 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your cadence 90 to 100 RPMs and just settle in. It's not a hard interval. It should be something that you can maintain for 6 to 20 minutes. Let yourself warm up into this workout. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to an endurance miles pace. We're gonna take a 30-second recovery, and then we're gonna go into another 1-minute steady state effort, just like the first one. An interval that you should be able to maintain for 6 to 20 minutes. All right, we're ready for steady state interval number 2 in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, just like the first one. Pick it up to 90 to 100 RPMs. Get mentally prepared for this workout. Start to focus. Start to think about what you need to do, how this workout is going to help your season. Great work, people. Nice and relaxed. Breathe deep. Good job, Leah. And go back to recovery in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Let's take 1 minute of recovery here. Our next interval is going to be a progressive interval. We're going to start out at steady state. We're going to do that for a minute, so just like you did on the last 2 intervals. Then for the last minute, we're going to progressively increase our intensity, harder and harder and harder, every 8 to 10 seconds. So at the end of the interval, you're going at your maximum. You're opening up your lungs, you're opening up your legs, you're going as hard as you possibly can. This is the last piece of the puzzle in getting you prepared for this workout. All right, let's get into this progressive interval in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Steady state interval. Start to focus, start to get mentally ready. Remember, we're gonna pick this interval up. Great work, 30 seconds down. Good work, to pick your cadence up a little bit. Great job. And we're gonna start to increase the intensity in 3, 2, and 1, just ever so much. Pick your cadence up just a little bit as well. If you can do over 100 RPMs, do over 100 RPMs. Now pick it up just a little bit more. And finally, pick it up one more time, and let's try to hold this intensity, hold this maximum intensity for the rest of the interval. Remember, this is the last piece in getting you warmed up for this workout. So get loose, get focused. and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2 minutes of recovery, guys. 2 minutes of recovery. All right, now that our bodies are warmed up, let's go over what we're going to do today. This workout has 2 main components to it. The first component to this is a power interval ladder. We're going to do a 2-minute power interval, a 3-minute power interval, a 4-minute power interval, and then we're going to go back down. 3-minute power interval, 2-minute power interval. After each interval, we're going to take an equal amount of recovery. So after the 2-minute power interval, we're going to take 2 minutes. The 3-minute power interval, we're going to take 3 minutes. The next part of the workout are going to be progressive intervals, just like this last warm-up interval that you did. We're going to start out at steady state, and then we're going to move to a power interval intensity. For the first interval, we're going to do a 3-minute steady state and a 1-minute power interval. For the second interval, we're going to do a 3-minute steady state and a 2-minute power interval. And for the third interval, we're going to do a 3-minute steady state, and you guessed it, a 3-minute power interval. And that's the end of the workout. So very hard, very intense workout, and I hope you guys are ready for it. You guys have 30 seconds left. Remember to keep drinking. It's very hard to drink when the workout is intense. It's very easy to lose focus on the things that you need to be doing besides riding your bicycle, eating, drinking. So I'm going to keep reminding you of that. All right, so let's get into this first 2-minute power interval. Remember, this is the maximum amount of intensity that you can sustain for 2 minutes. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the cadence up. Over 100 RPMs if you can do it. Let's get in the drops. If you can't get in the drops, if you don't have the flexibility to get in the drops, work on that at home. You need to work on the flexibility in your hamstrings, your glutes, your lower back. You need to work on your core strength via a Swiss ball or doing sit-ups. These are the things that you need to be working on off of the bike to help improve your cycling. Great work, everybody. Keep the cadence high. And the intensity should be high too. If you're starting to breathe a little bit harder, that's fine right now. That's perfectly fine. That's what the purpose of this workout is. Don't lose your focus. Keep that pedal cadence high. Anthony, bring your pedal cadence up a little bit. I want to see over 100 RPMs here. And you have 20 seconds left in this first power interval. Nice work in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back off to recovery. Shift into one of your lightest gears, one of your easiest gears. Let's take 2 minutes. Spin the legs out, keep your legs moving. This is the time to get some fluids in. If you need to stretch, stand up in the saddle. Loosen up your lower back. If you need to towel yourself off, do so. Take advantage of these recovery periods. Press down, shaking together, beginning down, driven to combine the live elements with the boom bap, the crew that explores variables to bring the crew back. Assume that position with arms extended as recipients of raw vision. Keep your minds open, the holder lies in the right depend on words that might defend. Just might offend a whack rapper who won't allow his mind to bend. I contend with this spiritual sickness, living the area in your mind, permitting growth, living your thoughts behind. So we can rewind and recapture time to set the
Living up your brain back in alignment. Within the inspiration of this text is where you'll find it. The cost of life insurance paid and who that should have signed it. Word up. To the. They don't quit. We keep them moving like. To the. They don't quit. We keep them moving like. Yo, it's like straight live, dude.
All right, we've got 10 seconds left in this recovery period. The next interval is a 3-minute power interval. Just like the first one, maximum amount of intensity, over 100 RPMs. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that cadence up. Bring the intensity up. Now remember, when we're riding inside, the goal, the purpose of this workout is to transfer all this fitness that we gain in here. We want to transfer it outside to the road because that's where we compete. But along with that, we're also going to transfer everything good and everything bad. So keep in mind, don't create bad habits when you're inside. Alan, I want you to keep your head up. You're not going to cycle with your head down when you're out on the road. So look up the road, look down there. That's where things are coming from. That's what you need to be aware of. Don't let yourself slip into bad habits when you're inside on the trainer because those bad habits could get you in a lot of trouble when you're out on the road. Great job, Frank. Head up, nice and relaxed. Perfect. You guys are about halfway through with this second power interval. By now you should be settled into the workout. By now your heart rate should be very high, your breathing should be maybe slightly erratic, and that's fine. Remember, this workout is hard. We have to treat it and we have to think about it as a hard workout. All right, 1 minute left. 1 minute left in this power interval. Maintain your cadence. The cadence is the key to maintaining the intensity of these workouts. You establish a good rhythm with your cadence, with your pedal speed. The rest of the workout will come to you. So stay within that over 100 RPMs for each and every interval. The intensity of the interval will come as long as the rhythm is there. And 30 seconds left. Great work, everybody here. Good job. And 10 seconds. Remember, consistent intensity is the key to this workout. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3-minute recovery. Shift into a light gear. 80 to 100 RPMs. Take some fluids down. Take advantage of the recovery period to take some fluids down. You should have at least a quarter of your water bottle empty by this point. Each one of these water bottles right here, Power Bar Endurance, will contain approximately 40 grams of carbohydrates. That's enough carbohydrates that you need each and every hour during your workout. It doesn't matter if you're inside, you're outside, whether you're doing a 90-minute ride or a 4-hour ride. You need 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates per hour, and you can get those through Power Bar Endurance. You can get those through a power gel, such as what Alan is eating. You can get them through a power bar. But the point is make sure that you're getting at least 30 to 60 grams of carbohydrates each and every hour on your rides. All right, great job everybody. We've got about 2 minutes left in this recovery interval. These next two intervals, the 4-minute interval and the 3-minute interval on the way down, this is what I like to call the meat and potatoes of the workout. This is the main part of this workout. So it's going to take a lot of focus. But this is also the part that's going to get you better. This is the part that's going to help you improve. This is the part that's going to get you closer to whatever your goal is. Whether it's upgrading, whether it's completing your first century, whether it's even completing your first half century or riding your first 20 miles consistently, these next two intervals are the key to achieving that goal. All right, 1 minute left. Let's get ready for this 4-minute long power interval. Just like the first two, over 100 RPMs, maximal sustainable intensity for that 4 minutes, and keep it consistent. All right, 30 seconds left in this recovery interval. Let's get focused. Remember, this is the longest interval, longest power interval that you'll have today. After this, it's all downhill. And we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring the cadence up. Over 100 RPMs, over 110 RPMs if you can do that. And settle into that consistent intensity. Remember, we're keeping our heads up. We want to transfer everything, all these good habits, back out to the road. Great work, Nick. Nice and focused. Let's bring your pedal speed up just a little bit, just a little bit. That's perfect. That's perfect right there. Nice work, everybody. Nice work. Remember, this is the main part of the workout. This is the meat and potatoes. This is what's going to get you better. So visualize your goal for the year. This part of the workout will help you realize that goal, help you achieve that goal. All right, we're halfway through this interval. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. You've got it. Let's keep it up. Don't worry about what you have next. Let's stay in the moment. Let's stay intense. Let's stay focused for this last 2 minutes. I want you to release some of the tension that you're carrying in these knuckles right here. Remember, if your hands are tight, your wrists are going to be tight, your arms are going to be tight, your shoulders are going to be tight. We don't want to do any extra work that we don't have to. We're doing enough work in our legs and our thighs and our calves and our glutes. We don't want to do any work here. So keep a firm grip on the bars, but you shouldn't have white knuckles. Your knuckles should be pink. You should be able to wiggle them around a little bit. All right, here we go. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Maintain that intensity. I know you can do it. You know you can do it. Maintain that high intensity that you've had for the first part of the workout. You get a big recovery after this. You get 4 minutes of recovery after this interval. So keep the intensity high. You don't have to spike it, but keep the intensity high. Keep the pedal cadence high. Great work, guys. Keep it up, keep it up. Keep that intensity high. 10 seconds. Remember, consistency. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back it off. 80 to 100 RPMs in one of your easiest gears. Really good interval. That's a really hard interval to do. 4 minutes at a maximum intensity is probably one of the hardest intervals you can do, and that you guys did it great. So you should be proud of yourselves. Good job here. Take the next 4 minutes. Take a sip of water. Take a sip of Power Bar Endurance. Stretch your back out. Stand up a little bit like Frank's doing right here. When you're indoors, you tend to be very, very static, and you don't get a lot of movement in the lower back. So stand up, loosen that lower back up. It'll help your longevity and it'll help you feel better throughout the course of the workout. So Frank, how did the first part of the upside of this ladder feel?
Not bad.
Not bad?
Yeah, progressively harder, but doable.
Good,
Yeah.
good. So how do you think the downside of the ladder is gonna feel?
Suck.
It's gonna suck, it's gonna suck. But it is a hard workout, but it's doable. It is a hard workout, and this workout's appropriate for everybody. Like I said earlier, it doesn't matter if you're a Lance Armstrong. It doesn't matter if you're a Mari Holden. It doesn't matter if you just bought your first bicycle. This workout will work for you as long as you commit to it. As long as you commit to the intensity of the workout, it will help you improve. So we have 2 minutes left in this recovery period. Let's get ready for the downside of this ladder. Remember, this next interval is still part of the meat and potatoes. It's still part of the main part of this workout. So let's stay focused. Get ready. You have 90 seconds. Do what you need to do. Take a sip of fluids, just like Katie was doing. She's got half of her water bottle empty. Remember I said halfway through the workout, you should have half of your bottle empty? Well, Katie just did it, so good job, Katie. You guys at home, you should have the same thing done. At least half of your water bottle should be empty right now, if not a full one. Remember, these power intervals on the way down, they're the same intensity as the ones on the way up. No harder, no easier. Cadence should be over 100, 110 if you can do it. But keep everything consistent. 1 minute to go. All right, 30 seconds to go, guys. 30 seconds to our 3-minute power interval. Remember, this is the second part of the meat and potatoes of the workout. And so we should all be on a Chris Carmichael Food for Fitness program. The meat and potatoes should be a meat such as salmon or beef tenderloin. And the potatoes should be boiled without a lot of fat or oil on them, quality sources of carbohydrates to fuel you through this workout. And we're gonna go in 3, 2, and 1. 3-minute power interval. Let's bring the cadence up. Come on, Nick, bring your cadence up a little bit, over 100 RPMs. Good job. Just like the first series of power intervals, over 100 RPMs. Let's keep our heads up. Let's keep our hands and our arms relaxed. And let's breathe deep. Breathe deep and stay focused. Anthony, let's bring your cadence up a little bit, 100 RPMs. You're pedaling at about 80 RPMs. Pick it up a little bit more, a little bit more. There you go, shift into a lighter gear if you need to. The cadence has to be high, people. The cadence has to be over 100. If you can do 110 RPMs, do 110 RPMs. But at least 100. Nice work, everybody. Halfway through this 3-minute power interval. Halfway down, halfway to go. You guys are doing great. Keep the cadence high, and I'm going to keep re-emphasizing this. The cadence and your leg speed is the key to maintaining the intensity on this workout. So focus on that leg speed. Focus on the cadence. And the intensity will come. You'll shift into automatic pilot if you focus on the cadence and you focus on the leg speed. And 1 minute to go. 1 minute down in this 3-minute power interval. All right, ladies and gentlemen, challenge yourself. Don't worry about the last 2-minute interval. Be in the moment. Challenge yourself to maintain the same intensity you've maintained for the first part of this workout. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Once again, just like the rest of the recovery, 80 to 100 RPMs. Stand up and stretch if you need to. Relax. Get your breathing under control. Try to get your heart rate under control. Get ready for this last power interval. Or at least the last power interval of this power interval ladder. It's going to be 2 minutes long. It's short. Remember, you guys just did a 4-minute power interval. That's twice as long. This 2-minute one's going to be relatively easy. Right, Nick?
Easier.
Easier. There you go. That's the right attitude. Anthony, how are you doing with these higher cadence workouts?
I'm gonna go see a priest tomorrow.
So go see a priest tomorrow. That's definitely the most unique answer that I've ever heard. But you don't need divine intervention to do a power interval. All you need to do is focus. You need to set your mind that you can achieve the intensity and achieve the cadence, and then you'll improve. You'll get that power interval. You don't need a priest. You just need to focus, and you need to work on these day in and day out, and that's going to be the key for Anthony to do a power interval. It's not impossible. You just have to work, and you're doing so, and that's why you're here, and that's why you're here. We're all here to work, and we're here to better ourselves. All right, guys, 45 seconds. And we have a 2-minute power interval. In this 2-minute power interval, it's going to be good. It's going to be over 100 RPMs, right, Anthony?
Yes, sir.
Over 100 RPM. Same intensity that we've maintained the entire time. You got 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left, and then you start the last interval of this power interval ladder. And we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get the cadence up. Anthony, I want you to get the cadence up first. Get your cadence up over 100 RPMs. Get that cadence first, and now work on the intensity. If you have problems with the cadence when you're at home, work on the cadence first and then use your gearing to find the intensity. It'll be much easier for you to establish and to perform a proper power interval that way than if you do the intensity first and then the cadence second. 30 seconds down in this last power interval. Alan, let's pick up the pedal speed. Pick up the pedal speed, my friend. There you go, shift into a little bit lighter gear if you need to, but I want the pedal speed high. Let's keep working hard, people. Great work. This is what I like to see. I like to see the intensity. I like to see the focus. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. I'd like to see you realize your goals for this season. We've got 45 seconds left. Much better, Anthony. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a proper pedal cadence for a power interval. Nice work, everybody. Nice work. And 15 seconds. Stay focused. Stay focused. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, 2-minute recovery. You guys have 2 minutes. Get your breathing under control. Try to bring your heart rate down. We're going to start the second part of this workout. Remember, these next 3 intervals are progressive intervals. We're going to go from steady state, which is a sustainable effort, anywhere from 6 to 20 minutes, should be approximately at your lactate or ventilatory threshold. And then we're going to jump right into a power interval, and those power interval sections are going to increase from 1 minute to 2 minutes to 3 minutes. So these next 3 intervals are going to get progressively harder. And that's fine. You need to think about that. Remember, the intensity needs to be consistent, even though the time of each interval is going to differ. So we've got 1 minute left. Stay relaxed. And let's get ready for this next 3-minute steady state, and then jump right into a 1-minute power interval.
When I absorb you in my skin, and out of my pores you come looking. My mouth thirsts of your oxygen, and you're such an amazing specimen. And you know I'm sincere. Can't you just teleport yourself here? I've got to sever all my fears, 'cause without you I disappear. I can't live without you, yeah. And you can't live without me.
All right, 20 more seconds. 20 seconds, and then we're going to get into a 3-minute steady state, and then jump right into a 1-minute power interval. So we're going to go to steady state in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, 90 to 100 RPMs. And this is a sustainable intensity. Your breathing should be methodical, not out of control. Your heart rate shouldn't be out of control. You should feel like you should be able to sustain this intensity up a long climb for 6 to 20 minutes. It should be relaxed. Shouldn't be as hard as the power intervals. Should be a little bit more relaxed than you were on those last intervals. This interval is 90 to 100 RPMs, so keep the cadence high. Remember, all we need to do to change to a power interval intensity is we want to increase both the cadence and the intensity ever so slightly to that maximum sustainable intensity for 1 minute. And we've got 1 minute to go on these steady state intervals. So we're gonna jump to power interval intensity in 20 seconds. Let's get ready for it. Let's prepare for it. Think to yourself, do you need a harder gear? Do you need 2 harder gears? Do you just need to increase your pedal speed? Think about that now before you actually get into the power interval. In 3, 2, and 1. Remember, over 100 RPMs, maximum sustainable intensity for 1 minute. So pedal fast, pedal fast. Turn those legs over quick. Halfway through, 30 seconds down, 30 seconds to go. Great work, people. Let's keep that cadence high. And 15 seconds. Keep the intensity up, let's go. Great work in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2-minute recovery. 2-minute recovery, everybody. Shift into one of your lightest gears, 80 to 100 RPMs. The strategy on this interval is just like the last interval. We're going to do a 3-minute steady state, and then we're going to do a 2-minute power interval. So a minute longer than what you guys just did. Keep the intensity the same. Keep the steady state in a nice rhythm with your breathing and your cadence. And that's the key to these intervals. All right, 1 minute left in this recovery period. Remember, we're going to go back to steady state, 90 to 100 RPMs. at an intensity that you can maintain for about 6 to 20 minutes. Not hard, but not easy. All right, let's get ready. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds, and we're gonna go into another 3-minute steady state. And we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pedal cadence between 90 and 100 RPMs. Steady state intensity. Nice work, everybody. Let's settle in. Let's settle into a nice rhythm. Let's keep this workout going. There's not much further to go. There's not much further to go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep doing what we're doing. Let's keep challenging ourselves. Let's stay focused on whatever your goal is for the season. Let's pick that pedal cadence up just a little bit, Alan. Pick your pedal speed up just a little bit. And you're 1 minute down into this steady state. 1 minute down, 2 minutes to go. Anthony, let's stay relaxed. Let's keep everything up here relaxed and stable. Remember, all the work occurs down here. We don't want to do any extra work up here. So stay relaxed. Keep your upper body still. Quiet. Very good. Nice work, everybody. Let's get ready for this next power interval. Let's prepare for this next power interval. Think about your gearing. I want you guys to shift quietly if you need to shift. If I hold this microphone to your cassette, I shouldn't hear a train wreck. I shouldn't hear anything. I should hear a very quiet shift. If you're shifting hard, if it's really loud, soft pedal a little bit when you change gears. That'll help you maintain your bike. If you take care of your bike will take care of you. This is a very important piece of equipment. So when you shift, do it quietly. And 30 seconds left in this steady state. All right, let's get ready to go to power interval intensity. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Remember, over 100 RPMs. The maximum amount of intensity that you can sustain for 2 minutes. For those of you who do not have cadence meters on your bike, let's count out our pedal strokes in order to determine our cadence. For those of you at home, use the countdown timer on your screen. You want to count our pedal strokes for 15 seconds, just like Nick is doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want to do that for 15 seconds. And if you achieve 25 pedal revolutions in that 15 seconds, that equates to 100 RPMs. All right, so we have 30 seconds left in this power interval. 30 seconds left. You guys have done a great workout so far, but it's not quite over. It's not quite done. Let's keep the intensity high in 15 seconds. Remember, we want to keep our heads up, right? Keep our head up. We want to look down the road. We don't want to create bad habits while we're riding inside. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 2-minute recovery. 2-minute recovery until our last interval. All right, let's take a poll. Who's excited to be on the last interval? All right, that's what I like to see. I like to see a little bit of excitement. This interval's no different than the rest of them. We're gonna do 3 minutes at steady state, 90 to 100 RPMs. Then we're gonna do a 3-minute power interval, over 100 RPMs. Same intensity that we've been doing this entire workout. Let's keep it up for this last interval. Remember to keep drinking fluids, even though it's the last part of the workout. The fluids and the carbohydrates that you take in now can help you get a jump start on your recovery process. So just because we have 6 minutes left in the workout doesn't mean you should stop eating or drinking. So take in some fluids, get a jump start on the recovery process, and that jump start on the recovery process will help you the next day and the next time you do a workout. All right, we're ready for our last interval in 5 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Steady state interval, 90 to 100 RPMs. Remember, this is the last one, so make it count. Good, steady state interval. Make nice, round, smooth pedal strokes. Even though you're tired, now's the time to focus on your pedaling mechanics. Don't let them get sloppy at the end of the workout. And you guys have 1 minute down in this steady state interval. 1 minute down and 2 minutes to go. Let's get ready for that power interval jump. You guys have had a great workout, an excellent workout. You should be proud of the work that you've done so far, but you're not done yet. You're not done yet. You got 1 minute left at steady state intensity, and then you have 3 minutes of all out maximum power interval intensity. All right, let's get ready for this power interval jump. Remember, just like the last jump, we want this to be quiet. If you have to change gears, make it quiet. You shouldn't be able to hear you change gears. It should be like a stealth bomber, not like a big tank. Let's take care of our bikes and let's get ready for this jump in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 3 minutes of power interval to go. This is the last interval of the workout. Let's see what you have left. Don't save it for the last minute. Don't save it for the last 2 minutes. Keep the intensity high. I would rather see you tie up at the end than sandbag this interval and kick it in. Anybody can sandbag, but true champions are the ones that put themselves out on the line. And that's what you guys have to do right now. You've got 2.5 minutes to put yourself out on the line. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna wait until the last 30 seconds and then try to jump on it? No. Let's give that effort now. Let's give that intensity now. Let's keep that cadence high. There's no penalty for failure here. You're riding inside, for God's sake. There's no penalty for failure. Who cares if you tie up for the last 30 seconds of this interval? It's not like a race. You're not saving anything, so challenge yourself. You've got 1 minute down. Challenge yourself over the last 2 minutes. What do you have inside of you? What makes you tick? What are you training for this season? That's what you have to figure out right now. This is what I like to see from you guys. I like to see this intensity. Keep it up. I see fast pedal speeds right here. I see people working hard. I see people achieving their goals. Don't save it for the last 10 seconds. Put it on the line now and see what you can do. You'll surprise yourself. I guarantee you'll surprise yourself if you just put it on the line right now and see what you can accomplish. Keep pushing, keep driving. Remember, I said at the beginning of this workout, it's going to be hard, but it's going to make you better. This is how you get better. It doesn't matter what your goal is. If you work hard, you can achieve it, and this is the way to achieve it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, everybody. I think you deserve a big round of applause. What a great workout. That's okay if you can't put your hands together because you're too tired. That's fine. You guys worked hard today. You worked hard and you took a step closer to whatever your goals are. We've got a 4-minute recovery period right now. I want you guys to keep pedaling. Very light, your lightest gear, one of your easiest gears that you have. 80 to 100 RPMs. Let's bring the intensity down. Let's get control of our breathing. Let's get control of our heart rate. And let's just start to warm our bodies down over the next few minutes.
Lyrical 4-5, blow you away in your butt smoke. Design the rhyme and time with the divine. Suckers try to bring it, but they can't duck my punchline. After line of water to wine. Inspiration, I frequent beats with less than a few. My peeps know my C's when I sip the Martinellis. I'm so with the spirit you wanna will come on here as catching like a receiver. Foolishness to the non-believer. Weaving the dream without the dream weaver. My style so sick, your chick catch a fever. Woo! It's getting kinda hot in here. So we about to rock the spot in here. It's never gonna stop in here. 'Cause I got the fever, you got the fever. Woo! It's getting kinda hot in here. So we about to rock the spot in here. It's never gonna stop in here. 'Cause I got the fever, you got the fever. It's quite inquisitive. They're standing with
which I live like a rebel with the cause, never long pause like a fugitive. I give the devil hell, but he owns the whole place. Now he's giving free space. Cut the loss, you count the cash, I'll count the cost. Put money on the fact that hip-hop is back on track, never flow whack. I just come fat, my apparatus is rhyme. Check my rap stats with a nagging appetite to write. Sats on tonight in the dark without light, wiping tears to perfect my sight. I don't blink, don't budge, just think. Embrace the bass, sweat blood for the ink stain, man. I know you're loving how it's going down. Fight now and never see the sun. Sorry, suckers, run far away to another time and place. You know my style, I'm game for the chase scene. I mean, what I really mean is this and such and such. Fake niggas like I got much too much for the average fool to challenge me to a duel to the death. And that's the last breath that he's breathing. I'm a spiritually sound lyrical heathen, given the blind sight to read fools the last right. Grip tight, the mic can transmit like a satellite. From the rhyme range and I hangs in the satellite. Getting down to the views of sound. You were lost, but now you're found. When I put it down, baby, and you can call me crazy, but you always know I'm on, never something like.
It's getting kinda hot in here. About to rock the spot in here. It's never gonna stop in here. Cause I got the fever, you got the fever. It's getting kinda hot in here. About to rock the spot in here. It's never gonna stop in here. Cause I got the fever, you got the fever. One part of me's like, the other's like, we rip and we flip and dip the stereo. Cross me in the Vader and cater to the flow. You know, he makes it seem and people holler out. Let me try that. Bring life to compliment the hi-hat. Take it back to the cross. You cry cause we despise whack things.
Things change, bring strength to make my mission take shape and shift.
Full truth out of the myth. Bury all the lies and battle my innocent. Smoke, kinda dope. Not because of me, but he that hides an eye. People try to shadow batter the better side of life in this guy that gives thanks for strength. To hold that rank meaning place the public's praise that rub his face. And you'll find a bind for inner space. This place
when it finally starts in the dark, cause I'm sick and I'm ill. Think I won't, but I will. Touch the light for the world. Every boy, every girl, every foe, every friend, every now, every day. Get with this, get with that. Cause I'm cute and I black like the sheep. Pick it up. We are back
in effect.
But fools get the mad respect. The style so sick, the track snapped your neck. What the heck? So we
about to rock the spot in here. It's never gonna stop in here. Cause I got the fever, you got the fever. It's getting kinda hot in here. About to rock the spot in here. It's never gonna stop in here. Cause I got the fever, you got the fever.
Great job, everybody. Good workout. You guys should be proud of yourselves. Each and every one of you took another step at getting closer to your goals. Be sure to check out the other DVDs in the Train Right series. Each one of these DVDs plays a critical piece in you achieving your goals, no matter what they might be.